The communist movement in India is now a century old. The RSS too will be celebrating its century 3 years later. During the freedom movement and for much of India's early post-independence decades, the RSS remained weak, isolated, and hugely discredited. But today, from the vantage position of power at the center and in most of India's states, and thanks to its growing penetration in most of India's institutions, it thinks it has reached a now or never moment to redesign and redefine India according to its Hindu supremacist and anti-democratic agenda and outlook. The onus is on Indian communists and other progressive forces to foil this RSS design. The freedom movement had given us a radical legacy, much of which was never really fulfilled, and the rest is being sought to be destroyed and reversed now. It gave us a secular and inclusive national identity that respected differences and diversity and made us part of the international anti-imperialist, anti-colonial, anti-fascist awakening and socialist dream that inspired the 20th century. It gave us the Kisan Manifesto for abolition of landlordism and freedom from debt, the clarion call of caste annihilation and social equality, the economic vision of using the country's resources for the welfare of the people. It gave us the Constitution with its Declaration of Rights. Armed with this rich inheritance, we must wage a renewed battle for freedom, freedom from fascism. The circumstances are absolutely compelling for all of us in the left to unite and fight back with all our strength. We have managed to attain a better degree of coordination in several states and also at the All India level. We have been together in securing impressive electoral victories in Bihar. Our tactical differences, of course, came to the fore in West Bengal, as noted in your draft resolution. We believe in handling such differences in comradely spirit and conducting ourselves responsibly in the larger interest of left unity, concentrating our energy and attention against the fascist offensive. The coming days are full of challenges, and we hope we can march together to carry the battle for democracy forward. Let us unite to fight and fight to win. Wish the 23rd Congress of the CPIM every success. Inqulab Zindabad. Long live the unity of the left. Long live the unity of all progressive and fighting forces. Dibankar Bhattacharya, General Secretary, CPIML Liberation. Revolutionary Socialist Party. Dear Comrade Sitaram Yechuri, General Secretary, CPIM, I thankfully acknowledge the invitation of yours for attending the inaugural session of the 23rd Congress of your party on the 6th of April 2022. It would have been of utmost pleasure to personally experience such a memorable occasion, but I sincerely regret my inability due to certain unavoidable circumstances beyond my control. Hope you would kindly pardon me for such. The Central Committee of the RSP at the outset wishes your 23rd Party Congress a grand success, and it would certainly set the direction for ensuring the all-encompassing left democratic movement on the national plane. This is, of course, the main cry of the millions of downtrodden people of our country. We must have to combat the unabated anti-people aggression of the present NDA government at the center and most of the state governments. The Modi government in particular is arrogantly keen to subserve the interests of ugly profit maximization bid of the international oligarchy led by the US imperialism. The crisis-ridden international capital is yet to identify any meaningful way out from the severest crisis that was manifested virtually the world over in 2008. The Modi government has been advised and entrusted to expose the large number of people of the dear country of ours to the brink of ominous disaster for salvaging the tyrannical world capitalism. The aggressive misadventure of the present government to distort and disown the very legacy of our anti-imperialist struggles is replete in its nefarious attempts to do away with the very democratic rights of the people, particularly the working class and peasantry. The constitution of the independent India is also being trampled, misinterpreted at will. The dispensation of neoliberal capitalism is being blatantly or virulently pursued by the present government of the country. The deep-seated conspiracies are being hatched to push the vast majority of the country to extreme poverty, unemployment, and inevitable destitution. The paradigm of development as envisaged to accomplish the task as designed by the most privileged metropolitan capital are being dumped on the governments and the planners of India. The Modi government is perpetually indulging in blatant prevarication to disorient the psyche of common people. We must garner enough courage to disown and challenge this sort of paradigm by all means. This is, of course, apparently quite alluring to deceive the people at large with some sort of spectacular showcasing. According to our party, we must adopt a non-conformist attitude to such and resolve to fight out the anti-people designs of the nexus of RSS and BJP. This need no reiteration that we, the lefts, particularly the Marxist-Leninist political parties, are entrusted with the responsibility of promoting the common people's interests by all means. The fascist and hydra-headed RSS, with the advantage of the Modi government, is all out at the present to demolish the unity and integrity of the toiling people. The united left must philosophically combat these horrific attempts of the present. The new education policy or other retrograde socio-cultural policies of the Modi government are simply an insidious attempt to push the tendentious theories of Hindutva primacy at the expense of modern scientific knowledge. The young peoples of the country will be the worst victims of such malicious attempts. Let us not raise the issue of all-pervasive and disastrous economic policies being hotly pursued by the Modi government, as you are more than aware of those. We hope your 23rd Party Congress will not only interpret the situation both nationally and internationally, but will be keen to chalk out programs to change. We may assimilate the lessons of present changes, taking firm turn in the Latin American countries like Peru, Chile, Bolivia, Brazil, etc. These nations are primarily committed to advance the anti-imperialist struggles to emancipate the peoples from the tyranny of the imperialism, capitalism in particular. However, we need not require to impart more of knowledge to to the enlightened delegates who are keenly involved in the struggle for the toiling millions of India. We once again wish your 23rd Party Congress a grand success and extend our heartiest greetings to all the delegates from all corners of the country. Thanking you with revolutionary greetings, yours comradely, Manoj Bhattacharya, General Secretary, RSP. Thank you.